Hey guys, Graham here, and in this video, I'm gonna share exactly why I think a digital marketing business is the best business to start in 2019. Now, I do wanna say this video isn't gonna show how to exactly run a digital marketing business. I'm gonna make future videos about that, and it's not some scheme to get you to buy my online course. It's simply a video saying the 7 reasons why I think it's the best business to start in 2019. Okay, so the first reason why I think a digital marketing business is the best business to start in 2019 is because it's in demand. If your business, product, or service doesn't have a need or want in the market, well, honestly, your business isn't gonna survive, but luckily there is a huge need right now for digital marketing. Whether it's a local business like a gym or a dentist or an online business like an e-commerce store, everyone wants more customers because that ultimately means more revenue and more profits and more money to walk away with. Well, how do they get those new customers? That is through a strong marketing strategy. And in my honest opinion, I think a digital marketing strategy is the best way to make it happen. Whether it's print advertising or billboards or radio ads, nothing compares today to the power and the effectiveness of a digital marketing strategy. So real quick, before I share more on that, I'm just gonna share some quick stats that I found online. Number 1, there are 1.49 billion daily active Facebook users. Number 2, social media and watching video are the 2 most popular activities people spend while they are online. On average, about 46% of viewers act after watching a video ad. So that could be a click-through on Facebook, an actual purchase, just any sort of action, they're taking it right after watching a video. For the average internet user, social media takes up 73% of the time a user spends online. Facebook ad spend is expected to reach $25.56 billion by 2019, which is now. And lastly, but not least, by 2019, which again is now, 80% of all internet traffic will be spent watching video. Okay, so I'm gonna link up a couple articles in the description below that will point you to these statistics so you know I'm not just making them up. But if you look on Google, digital marketing statistics 2019, you'll be able to pull up a huge amount of lists just like this on why digital marketing is so important in 2019. There is no question, online marketing, digital marketing, whatever you wanna call it, is extremely important for any business today in 2019. And if they're gonna wanna survive, they're gonna have to invest in these marketing strategies, and that's where you come in. If you can provide these services and help businesses get more customers, make more money, well, you are going to be in demand. Okay, so number 2, why I think a digital marketing business is the best business to start in 2019 is that it is data-driven. Okay, so why is data-driven? Why is that important? And why would you want to start a digital marketing business because of it? Well, it allows you to prove your value to your customers. You can prove that their investment in you brings them a positive return on their investment, which means they're just gonna wanna keep paying you over and over again. So before I really understood digital marketing and paid advertising, my original start was simply in video production. And being in that field, I often got subcontracted out by larger production companies who maybe needed a second shooter, needed just an extra hand. But working with them and working in that environment, I saw how much these companies were charging businesses for a finished video, and it was in the thousands and thousands of dollars range, which isn't a bad thing. If you're providing a great or producing a high quality video, it should cost a lot of money. But where I saw the hole in that industry was they would hand this final video off to their customer and they would just kind of say, good luck. They'd say, put it on YouTube, put it on their website, and that was it. And then the business is left guessing whether or not this video that they've invested $15,000 or so worth into, they don't really know if that video is bringing them new customers or not because there's no online marketing strategy paired with that video. And so what I saw was an opportunity to pair video production with some online marketing strategies, throw some money behind some ads with that video, and then now I can directly tell those customers or the businesses that I'm working with, hey, with this video and with this video ad, I was able to produce X amount of leads or this amount of views or this many click-throughs to your website. Okay, so a perfect example of this was one of the first times I was really able to pair online marketing with my video production skills. And that was with a local gymnastics company. They hired me to produce a video for them, to redesign their website, and to do Facebook advertising to get them new leads and ultimately more customers for their business. Now, while their investment in me may have been a lot, I was able to take the data from my online marketing strategies and show them exactly how many views I got on these videos, how many click-through rates, how many leads I produced for them, and then we were able to decide how many customers came from those leads and then ultimately brought them more revenue. And now the lifetime value of these customers far exceeded my fee and what their investment was for me. I was able to take the data from all of my marketing strategies that I implemented for their business and prove that my fee was substantially less than the revenue that I was gonna bring into their business. Because I was able to prove this, they're happy to keep paying you more and more for each month for your marketing services. The third reason why I think a digital marketing business is the best business to start in 2019 is creativity. Now, while I do love data and I love being able to prove your value of how much revenue you're bringing to business, I also have kind of that creative itch. And I think digital marketing allows you to operate at that intersection of data and creativity. But how do you explore this creativity? Well, through video production, you're able to produce the video that you want to produce. It's the camera is your paintbrush and the world is your canvas. As cheesy as that sounds, you're allowed to explore some more creative opportunities through video, through photography, through even just web design and how you design a landing page or something like that. But even you have to be creative with ad copy when you're writing an ad. It can't be this boring thing that people just scroll past. An ad has to, pop, and that they have to be able to see that ad. And ultimately, creativity is what's going to set you apart from other digital marketing agencies and really being able to find the creative solutions to bring businesses more customers. Okay, so the fourth reason why I think a digital marketing business is the best business to start in 2019 is that it has a low startup cost. To get started, you basically only need a computer and an internet connection. And if you're watching this video, well, I guess you already have that. If I were just getting started today, I would get on YouTube and I would watch every single video I could find explaining Facebook advertising. I wouldn't pay for a course. I don't think you need to invest that money quite yet, especially with all the free content you can find today. Once you're familiar with Facebook advertising, I would reach out to as many businesses in your area as you can, and I would offer to do 2 free weeks of marketing, just absolutely free. The only thing that they would have to pay for is the actual advertising cost. Over these 2 weeks, you'll learn Facebook ads. You're gonna get them results, especially with all the free stuff you can find online. You're gonna learn how to produce leads for these businesses. I would then reach out to as many businesses in your area as I can, and I would offer to do free marketing for them for 2 weeks. And why 2 weeks? I just think in 1 week, you can't really get familiar enough with Facebook ads, and in 2 weeks, you're gonna work out those kinks and you're gonna get them results. The only thing that you want them to actually pay for is the actual advertising cost. And now you're probably worried, Graham, I don't have a camera, so I can't take photos for them or I can't shoot video. Today, all you need is a phone. Go in there, take some photos with your phone, take some video, get a client testimonial on an iPhone, do the vertical video style, really anything as long as you're producing content for them and getting it out on Facebook and using it for marketing, you're gonna get them results. And now once you get them results, they're gonna want you to keep going. They're gonna start paying you to continue to do Facebook advertising for them, hopefully on a monthly basis. And then you can take all that revenue and pour it right back into your business, investing in more gear, investing in nice cameras, or investing in a better computer just to operate your business at a better rate. So as you can see, all you really need to get started is an internet connection and a computer. But even if you don't have a computer, just borrow a friend's or something. Ask if you can borrow, your parents or a friend's for just a couple hours. Do as much research as you can, send out the emails, and ask if you can use your computer the next day. You really don't need a whole lot to get started. And as you get more and more results for your clients, just invest that money right back into the business and just keep building it and building it. Okay, so speaking of money, this brings me to my fifth point of why I think a digital marketing business is the best business to start in 2019, and that is because it is lucrative. Make no mistake, if you can get new customers for businesses and prove that you are ROI or return on investment positive, you are going to make a lot of money in this business. Now, quick disclaimer, this business will not make you rich immediately. Just like every other business, it's a marathon and it is not a sprint despite what people tell you. There are so many people out there today, selling these SMMA courses saying that their students start to make $60,000 within their first 1 to 2 months of business. And I highly doubt that this is true. But honestly, even if it was true, I wouldn't want that, and here's why. When you first get started, you're probably only gonna be making, $1,000 to $2,000 a month, nowhere close to this $60,000 a month. But that's a good thing because there's not nearly as much pressure that comes with that. And then if you mess up, it's really not as big of a deal. When you approach these businesses and you say, I'm starting this digital marketing business and I'd love to try these strategies in your business, I think there's gonna be a little bit of understanding on their end towards you when you might mess up a couple times or there might be a couple kinks in the business. There's just a lot less pressure. But if you immediately start having, 10 clients where you're charging them each $3,000 a piece, there's a higher level of pressure that comes with that, a higher level of responsibility, and people expect you to be a professional at all times. And, professionals don't make that severe of mistakes. And so I think if you can just start it slow, start with just maybe 1 to 3 clients and work out the kinks with them for a few months, really learn and really just build your business slowly, I think it's gonna pay off a whole lot more in the long run. I would start small. There will be way less pressure. You'll be able to work out those kinks in your business. You'll be able to get more efficient, and ultimately you'll just learn how to run a better business and get better results for your clients. And when you have that big, strong foundation, it's gonna be much easier to grow your business, but also sustain it. Whereas if you immediately start with 10 clients and you're making, over $20,000 a month, there's just way too much pressure right from the get-go, and you could fail really quickly and just ruin your reputation in this industry. All that said, we do wanna make more money in business. If you didn't wanna make a whole lot of money, there would be really no reason to be self-employed. It would just be easier to go out and get a regular job. But to make a lot of money in this business, what you have to focus on when you're pitching to clients is the value that you're gonna bring them. So let's go back to that gym that I was talking about earlier. The lifetime value of a client for them is anywhere from about $1,500 to up to $5,000. But what is the lifetime value? The lifetime value is how much money that each customer brings that business over the lifetime that they're with them. So when someone joins that gym, that client could bring them anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000 for as long as they stay there. Now, when I was working with that gym, I was bringing them on average 20 new paying clients every single month. And so when you take that lifetime value of $1,500 to $5,000, that could be anywhere from like $30,000 to $60,000 of revenue for that business coming in every single month through my marketing services. If I'm bringing them in that much revenue, I could be charging $10,000 per month for my services, and any smart business owner would continue to pay that fee because they know ultimately they're going to be making $60,000. So that's a $50,000 profit from my services. But to make substantial money in this industry, that's really what you got to focus when you're talking to businesses is you have to find the lifetime value of their clients and then say if that client is $1,000 and say, what if I brought you 10 new clients every month? You would say, how much would that be worth to you? They'd say $10,000. And you'd say, okay, well, my fee is $3,000. You're making $3,000 a month, which is great for you. And then hopefully they're making $7,000 a month. So they'll happily pay that $3,000 fee to you. And that is how a digital marketing business can be a very lucrative business. Okay, so the sixth reason why I think a digital marketing business is the best business to start in 2019 is that it is scalable. So what do I mean by scalable? Say you were working with a dental practice in your town and you cracked the code and you just brought them a ton of business, a ton of new patients, and the dentist there was just crazy about your services. the very first thing I would do is ask that dentist for a testimonial. I would get him or her to write it down or get them on video. I would then send that to every single dental practice that I could, and then hopefully you'll get some new clients. Now, once you get those new clients, all you gotta do is take those same images, the same video, the same ad copy, the entire same digital marketing strategy that you used for the original dentist and implement it into these other dental practices. And so now you're not really adding that much work when you take on 5 to 10 more dental clients. And you're also bringing in 5 to 10 more sources of revenue for your business. It really is extremely easy to scale in this business. The last reason why I think a digital marketing business is the best business to start in 2019 is because you can almost work from anywhere. As long as you have an internet connection, you can run your business and get results for your clients. And so to put that into perspective a little bit more, I live in Raleigh, North Carolina. I have customers, a couple hours away in Wilmington. I have customers here in Raleigh. I've even done work for people who live in Washington State. But because of the internet, I'm able to be working for them and getting results for them really from anywhere. Now, a quick, disclaimer or caveat to this is the fact that when you're first starting your business, I do think there is some, value in only working with businesses that are in your local area. I think there's something about that face-to-face initial meeting or even just face-to-face interaction as you, work through strategies to get them new clients, or as you're working on problems in your business and how to, fix them and being able to correct them quickly and talk to someone on a local level. I think there's some important to that. But once they start paying you and they have you on a retainer, who's to say that you can leave town for a week, and as long as you have an internet connection, you can still operate the marketing strategies that you're doing for your clients while you're away. It's pretty amazing what you can do with this business as long as you have an internet connection. And so that's one of the main reasons why I am pursuing building a digital marketing business, is because eventually after I get all my systems in place, is I want to be able to work whenever I want from wherever I want. I don't want someone to rule my schedule and my time and say I need to be at a certain place at a certain time. If I'm filming for someone, I'm gonna have to do that. But ultimately, if I want to go travel for a week with my wife, I want to be able to leave town and go see new places. And while I'm there, I can still work on my business if I need to. Okay, so a quick recap of why I think a digital marketing business is the best business to start in 2019 is: number one, it's in demand. People want to use your services. Number two, it's data driven, meaning you can prove your value to your clients and they're gonna wanna keep paying you and paying you and paying you. Number three, it's creative. Number four, there are low startup costs with this business. Number five, it can be a very lucrative business when you put in the work and get good results for your clients. Number six, it's scalable. And number seven, you can pretty much work from wherever as long as you have an internet connection. You might be watching this video and wondering, do I practice what I preach? Do I run a successful digital marketing business? And the truth to that is yes and no. You see, I do currently offer digital marketing services to local businesses, and I make a full-time income from that, whether that is photography, videography, web design, Facebook advertising, really anything online. I'm providing those services for people and I'm able to make a full-time income from it, which is a great feeling. That said, I will admit that my business is not run well. I would actually say that my biggest struggle in business is simply focus. I chase every single thing that I can do. This might seem really exciting one day, and then this over here is exciting, so I chase this and I totally forget about this. And what ends up happening is I get super unorganized, I start to go crazy, and I kind of have a mental burnout like once every 2 weeks. And it really it drives me crazy, but ultimately it keeps me from being really productive and building a more lucrative and successful business. I currently don't even have any systems in place for producing more leads for myself and following up with people and setting up appointments. It's just all run kind of on the cuff and very unorganized. I don't even have a working website. I don't even have business cards. I'm not really running this as a business, but rather I just know a lot of things and I can help a business out. But things are changing. I'm diving right in and rebuilding my business and making it a lean, mean, money-making machine. Okay, I'm not gonna try to be mean with my business, but you get the point. I do truly want to build a business that I actually love to run and operate. A business where I'm feeling like I'm not always chasing things and feeling unorganized. A business where I don't have to stay up late every single night to catch up because I'm so far behind in all of my work. A business that gets awesome results for my clients. But ultimately just a business that I really love and I love to work on every single day. That's the business that I want to build. I'm not proud of where my business is right now. It does provide me that full income, which is an amazing feeling, but it's not operated like I want it to. And I want to build it into this business that I'm really proud of, that I love to operate and that I love to run. And I'm going to document that entire journey on this channel. And my goal through that is all the lessons that I learn as I build the business that I love is you'll be able to take that too, and you'll be able to implement the things that I've learned into your own business. I'm going to put everything on this channel as I build my business. I'm going to put the wins, the losses, the good, the bad, the ugly, what I've learned. I'm even going to put on financial information on here on how the business is doing financially, because I just want to be open and real on here. And my hope is that as I learn, as I build this business, you'll be able to watch this and you'll be able to learn too, and you'll be able to build the business that you love. And in addition to that, I'm just going to be sharing all the things that I learned through life throughout this entire process. Because if you've ever tried to start a business before, you know the feeling that businesses take a lot of work and you learn a lot of life lessons throughout the entire process. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, would you please go ahead and subscribe to this channel? On this channel, I'm going to document my entire journey of me building the business I love, but ultimately building the life that I love, and I want to bring you along with me. And until then, thanks for watching, guys.